What's up, Cowboys Nation? Welcome back to Cowboys News TV, your number one spot for all things Dallas Cowboys. I'm your host, Dave, and today we're diving into the Week 1 Victory Monday celebrations and taking a closer look at the incredible performance of two cornerbacks who made headlines in the Cowboys' dominant win over the Cleveland Browns. We're talking about none other than Trevon Diggs and rookie sensation Caelan Carson, aka Seatbelt. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you stay up to date on all the latest Cowboys news. We're on the verge of hitting 11,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be a part of our growing Cowboys News TV family. Alright, let's jump right in. The Cowboys opened their 2024 season with a statement win, defeating the Cleveland Browns 33-17. But while the offense did its job, it was the defense that truly stole the show. The Cowboys secondary, led by Trevon Diggs and rookie corner Caelan Carson, put on an absolute clinic. Let's start with the young gun. In his NFL debut, Caelan Carson earned his nickname Seatbelt by locking down one of the NFL's top wide receivers, Amari Cooper, who was itching to make a statement against his former team. Carson wasn't fazed by the bright lights or the challenge ahead of him. In fact, he thrived under the pressure, holding Cooper to just 16 yards on the day and breaking up two passes. Carson's confidence was clear in his post-game comments, where he admitted, "Honestly, I didn't know how the first game was going to go, but I knew one thing: I wasn't going to come in here scared." And he sure didn't. Carson looked every bit like a seasoned veteran, nearly coming away with 2 interceptions. But being the perfectionist he is, the rookie felt he left plays on the field, saying, "I didn't capitalize on my opportunities today. I think I played okay, but I've got to capitalize on the opportunities." That's the biggest thing with the Cowboys defense: turnovers. Even his mentor, Trevon Diggs, chimed in during Carson's interview, jokingly saying the rookie owes like 70 push-ups for those near misses. Cowboys Nation, what do you think? Should Carson have made those picks? And how impressed were you by his Week 1 performance? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Speaking of Trevon Diggs, what an emotional return to the field for him. After missing most of the 2023 season due to an ACL injury, Diggs made his highly anticipated comeback, and he wasted no time reminding us why he's one of the best cornerbacks in the game. In his first game back, Diggs picked off Browns QB Deshaun Watson, marking his first interception in 357 days. At his locker, Diggs opened up about the emotions of the day, calling it tears of joy and expressing gratitude for being back on the field. "I've been gone for so long. I had a lot of emotions," Diggs said, reflecting on the hard road to recovery. But here's the kicker: neither of the Cowboys' starting cornerbacks from last season were on the field in Week 1. Darren Bland is still sidelined with a foot fracture, and Stephon Gilmore was not re-signed. Yet, Diggs and Carson didn't miss a beat, locking down Cleveland's receivers and limiting Watson to just 3.75 yards per attempt and a 51.1 passer rating. That's a lockdown defense, folks. And Diggs, despite coming off a major injury, showed no signs of slowing down. Cowboys Nation, how great was it to see Diggs back in action, flying around the field and making plays? Let us know in the comments how you feel about Diggs' return and how far you think he can go this season. Now, let's talk about the mastermind behind this defense, defensive coordinator Mike Zimmer. After returning to the Cowboys staff, Zimmer has quickly put his stamp on this unit, and if Week 1 was any indication, we're in for a wild ride this season. Caelan Carson was quick to credit the pass rush for helping the secondary. "We pressured the quarterback a lot, so we got him off his game," Carson said. And then for the outside pieces, the receivers, the timing was off, everything was off. It helped us a lot. It's clear that Zimmer's aggressive defensive scheme is working to perfection, and Carson's lockdown coverage was just one piece of a larger defensive puzzle that frustrated the Browns all game long. But here's the scary part: according to Diggs, what we saw on Sunday was just a small taste of what this defense can do. "That was just a little sample," Diggs said. "Man, we've got, like, 50 calls. We only ran probably 3 of them. That's right, Zimmer and the Cowboys defense still have plenty of tricks up their sleeves. And if this is just the beginning, the rest of the NFL should be on high alert. Cowboys Nation, are you as hyped as I am about this defense? Do you think Mike Zimmer's return will take this unit to the next level? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to cast your vote in our poll about whether this defense will be top 5 by the end of the season. Now that we've seen Kalen Carson make his debut, the big question is, can he maintain this level of performance for the entire season? For a 5th-round pick, Carson has already exceeded expectations. Locking down Amari Cooper, a 5-time Pro Bowler and former Cowboy, is no small feat. Carson's ability to keep his composure and stay competitive against one of the league's best wide receivers shows that the Cowboys may have found a true diamond in the rough. But what makes Carson special? Well, it starts with his mindset. From his comments after the game, it's clear he isn't one to get rattled. His confidence is unshakable, and even though he admitted to leaving plays on the field, he didn't let it get him down. Instead, Carson is already looking ahead, determined to get better and make more plays in Week 2 and beyond. This mentality is crucial for any rookie, especially one in such a high-pressure position like cornerback. As we've seen before, NFL offenses will quickly target a young DB, testing their patience and resilience. So far, Carson has passed the test with flying colors, but the road ahead will only get tougher. What does this mean for the Cowboys secondary? With Trayvon Diggs back to full strength and Kalen Carson emerging as a potential lockdown corner, the Cowboys secondary could be in for a special season. And let's not forget Darren Bland, who is expected to return later this year after recovering from his foot injury. When Bland is healthy and joins this already formidable group, opposing quarterbacks may want to think twice before testing Dallas defensive backs. But it's not just about the individual performances. The Cowboys secondary is thriving because of the defensive scheme under Mike Zimmer. Zimmer's experience and strategic mind are the perfect fit for a team that has long had the talent but needed the right leadership to unlock their potential. Zimmer is known for his complex, aggressive schemes, and we've only seen a fraction of his playbook so far. The sky's the limit for what this secondary can accomplish under his guidance. Let's not forget the importance of the Cowboys' pass rush, led by Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, and others. The relentless pressure from the front seven makes the job easier for the secondary, forcing opposing quarterbacks into hurried throws and bad decisions. This complementary style of defense, where the pass rush and coverage units work hand in hand, is what makes the Cowboys so dangerous. Looking ahead, the Week 2 showdown versus the New Orleans Saints. Now that the Cowboys have passed their first test of the season, all eyes are on their Week 2 matchup against the New Orleans Saints. The Saints are no slouch, led by quarterback Derek Carr and a dynamic group of offensive weapons, including Chris Olave and Michael Thomas. This will be a big test for Carson and the Cowboys secondary, as they'll face a veteran QB who isn't afraid to take shots down the field. But here's where things get interesting. Trayvon Diggs has a chance to make NFL history in this game. If Diggs can snag an interception, he'll become only the 4th player since 1980 to record 20 interceptions in his first 50 games. What's even more impressive? He'll have done it in just 49 games, putting him in the same company as NFL legends like Ed Reed, Marcus Peters, and Richard Sherman. Diggs is clearly hungry for more after his Week 1 interception, and with the Saints' aerial attack looming, you can bet he'll have his eyes on another big play. Cowboys fans will be waiting with bated breath to see if he can add his name to the history books. The Cowboys' defensive identity, a force to be reckoned with. One thing is clear after Week 1, the Cowboys' defense is playing with a chip on its shoulder. They are aggressive, hungry, and ready to dominate every game. With Mike Zimmer calling the shots, this unit has embraced a tough, no-nonsense attitude that reflects Zimmer's old-school defensive philosophy. Zimmer's influence is evident in the way the Cowboys approach each snap. They're not just trying to defend, they're trying to dictate the game. Whether it's through blitzes, tight coverage, or forcing turnovers, this defense wants to put their stamp on every contest, and so far, it's working. What to expect moving forward? So, where do the Cowboys go from here? The win over Cleveland was an impressive start, but the NFL season is a marathon, not a sprint. The Cowboys will need to keep this level of intensity week in and week out, especially as they begin facing some of the league's tougher offenses. The Saints, 49ers, and Eagles are all on the horizon, and each game will present new challenges. But if Trayvon Diggs, Kalen Carson, and the rest of the defense continue to play at this level, there's no reason this team can't be a top 5 defense by the end of the year. Mike Zimmer's scheme is a perfect fit for this talented roster, and we're only just starting to see what they're capable of. Final thoughts. Cowboys Nation, this season is shaping up to be something special. With a rejuvenated defense, a star in Trayvon Diggs, and an emerging lockdown corner in Kalen Carson, this team has all the tools to make a deep playoff run. But as we know, the NFL is unpredictable, and the real test will be staying consistent over the course of a long season. We want to hear from you. What do you think of Kalen Carson's debut performance? Do you think Trayvon Diggs will make history in Week 2? And how far do you believe this Cowboys defense can take the team this year? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to vote in our weekly poll. Who's the most important player on the Cowboys defense, Trayvon Diggs, Micah Parsons, or DeMarcus Lawrence? Let's see what the fans think. Before we wrap up, if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're closing in on 11,000 subscribers, and with your support, we'll keep bringing you the best Cowboys coverage out there. Stay tuned for more breakdowns, analysis, and everything you need to know as the season unfolds. Thanks for joining us on Cowboys News TV. I'm Dave, and until next time, stay safe, stay strong, and go Cowboys.